Welcome to my reading response for reading one. So, what I learned from this reading that really shocked me was the amount of money that nonprofits spend per year with this $2 trillion annually, but also the employment rate. I never realized how large the nonprofit sector was and how big of a industry it is. With 10% of the total private workforce being nonprofit, that's something I never thought of nonprofits being that big. I always kind of thought of that for profits would be kind of the big. I mean, it is bigger, but I thought that nonprofits would be much smaller as a whole compared to for profit, as well as just how much in my life nonprofit has benefited me. Like I said before, I never really thought that nonprofit was that big. I kind of thought that nonprofit only benefited people who were in need, not necessarily for everyone. Like the reading mentioned libraries. Growing up, I was into the library, so that's one thing I really didn't realize. The only thing that on this list that I wasn't benefited through was the things marked in red. So I think that's a lot that in my life I was impacted by, and I never realized that. So my experience, unfortunately, I don't have any experience in nonprofit. As a social work major, I'd really like to get experience in nonprofit because that could be somewhere where I have a career in is through a nonprofit. So that's a reason I took this class was to figure that out if I'd like nonprofit. So I'd like to build more of a portfolio and diversify my experience and either over my spring break take my time to go help others and volunteer or internships and over the summer work for a nonprofit organization. And then where I see myself, like I just mentioned before, I have an interest in administration, so I'd like to see what that would look like in the nonprofit sector and focus on services that help people get off their feet, have better living, addiction, um, stuff with youth, you know, that in need. Being in Metro Detroit, there's a lot of use for that kind of a lot of people in need that need volunteer or work that could benefit from that. So I think that's one thing that I'd be interested in the nonprofit sector because with my social work degree, I want to help as many people as I can. So that's my goal. It's just to help as many people as I can, and that's where I'd find myself in nonprofit is working directly with people that need to need help to better their lives and get off their feet. So thank you for watching and see everyone in class.